I think so.
Are we good?
All right.
I think so.
Here I have to.
We're about to watch
Yeah,
live.
we are good. We are
Right
good.
now.
Okay. Welcome, boys, to the second episode of the podcast. After
Whoa,
many,
whoa, boys! What if someone else is watching this, buddy?
no, I mean
Yo,
you
yeah, what
guys.
the hell?
I mean you guys. Chill, dog.
Dude, come on.
After many technical difficulties, we are now live with episode 2 of the podcast. I'm joined with the co-host, the Tarkov Minecraft COD Zombies extraordinaire, Sinister. Sinister, how you doing, buddy?
I think you have me confused with someone else.
What's that?
No, I'm kidding. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you, buddy?
Doing all right.
Just
Today,
alright?
yeah, I don't know. It's been weird lately. But don't discourage that from introducing our guest for today. If you look on stream, there's a picture of him. Jetgunn's here with us today. How's it going, Jet?
Yo, it's going good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, dude. Ready to fucking...
Really, dude? That's it for your fucking intro? Come on.
Yep, that's it.
Okay,
That's all
then you
get.
take over, buddy.
Yeah, you take over, buddy.
Okay, guys, so Jet is famously known for his Widow's Wine electric cherry strat on their Eisen truck. That's his extraordinaire. Mine might be Tarkov
It's
and
not like
zombies
your
and
brain.
Minecraft, but
Okay, what's mine?
you're just being really fucking stupid. No,
I'll
I'm kidding.
take it. I'll take it.
I'm kidding. Yours is using power back on ordnance, probably.
Respectable.
No. Yours is probably carrying in the custom maps that we play.
Carrying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking capping, buddy?
I'm not capping.
Oh yeah, you'll see me carrying what was that one? Octagonal
Yeah,
Ascension?
those world records weren't possible without you.
I mean, shoot, because it... But, let's pull up the first thing I want to talk about here, which, where I was talking with Jed a little bit about, but I said we should save it for the podcast. If my fucking Google could pull it up. Okay, here we go. So
Google Chrome.
Wait, where? Okay, hold on. Maybe this is the wrong website. Sorry, this is gonna be scuffed as fuck. Let's see. Okay, let's look it up. Sorry for this being fucking super scuffed. Okay, I did find it. So, for the...
You have a picture of the Jetgunn for Jet.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
I do. Okay.
I told him to do that.
Okay, so we have the Black Ops 5. There's apparently a super credible leaker. It leaked some stuff. Do you want me to list off everything and then we go through, or we just want to go through one by one?
Let's go through one by one, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first leak is set to feature different ways to play and will be different to previous versions of the fan favorite mode. I think that's, if like the main mode isn't round based, I think that's a really bad call on Treyarch's part, if I'm being honest.
Wait, so they're gonna add other modes of zombies into it, basically?
Well, they said different ways to play, so that means more than one mode, and will be different to previous versions, which I assume means it's going to be different than the normal round-based stuff we're used to.
Yeah, if they fucking make this like BO4, this shit's gonna bomb
Well,
hard.
BO4 is round-based, but like something different than that is what I'm saying.
Well, I know, but like, I'm just saying if like the
Yeah.
layout is the same.
What do you mean,
Like,
like,
if we don't go back to like BO3 or even like BO2 layout, dude, like it's fucking nails in the coffin.
Yeah,
For
they
fucking
literally
zombies.
just gotta go simple with it.
Yeah.
think? Well, would you be fine
Yeah.
if they had that, but like other modes?
You
Other
mean
ones
like
are fine as
round
long as they have still round base.
Like if they brought back, fuck, I can't
Like
speak. If they
Grief and
brought,
Trey?
yeah, I was gonna say if they brought back Grief, you know how fun that should be. Cross-platform, like
Oh,
every
yeah,
platform
100%.
Grief, and fucking like, remember when you could start? Did you guys play like when you would start Grief on round 20 on town with your friends?
Yeah.
That
yeah,
shit
I've
was
done that.
so much fun, dude. Did you ever play that, Sinister, or no?
Yeah, I did. My friends would get really mad. Like it'd get fucking toxic, dude.
What
Like,
the
we'd have to go
fuck?
to different parties. We'd have to go to different parties because it was that
Oh
bad.
my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Yeah, like we like split up. So
Yeah, mine wasn't that toxic, but
Competitive zombies.
yeah, like we all were like competitive players already. So like you
Ah,
just throw
gotcha,
something
yeah.
in
you
the
are
game,
competitive
like,
as fuck.
doesn't matter. So like Minecraft, I remember on Minecraft we do kind of like a Hunger Games thing. We'd start like a normal world, and everybody would join us, and then we'd count down from spawn, and then we'd have like fucking the max amount of people that could join a Minecraft world on Xbox.
Like an
We'd
eight,
all
right?
run. We'd run away from spawn. Mind you, all these other people they were fucking playing Minecraft with us, but they played like BO2 competitively as well. So these guys were all really fucking competitive, and we'd have like 1v1s basically, but you'd have to like do it in like a survival style, I guess. So like people would have like diamond swords and like fucking iron armor within like the first hour, and they'd just fucking kill each other.
So like a long Hunger Games game. Where you start with
Similar
nothing.
to that, yeah. And then once you died, you just ran around and got fucking killed by everybody else.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on or this first part? If it's not round based, Jet, like
Yeah, no, they should keep the round base and just add game modes for sure. Because the thing about Black Ops 3 was it was a good game, but people wanted game modes. That was literally the only complaint really with BO3 was new perks and game modes.
yeah, it
So as
didn't
long
really.
as they keep the round base and add game modes, that's so I hope they don't change it too much. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, well, it's fucking Advanced Warfare where you have to do shit while you're playing. Like you have to rescue people. What was
Oh,
it,
the Burger
Infection or
Town
whatever?
map.
Yeah.
I remember
You have
that.
to rescue people while you're playing zombies, and like you have to do fucking campaign shit. Like, fuck off. I'm trying to fucking play zombies, man.
Yeah. All right, the next thingy is perks such as Pack-a-Punch and other classic zombies features will return, and they went in more depth and basically said like Jug and all the old perks and shit are gonna be back, and it's not
Thank
gonna be like Black Ops 4.
There we go. That's already
Yeah, that's
That already
fucking
makes it
good.
better than Black Ops 4, to be honest.
yeah, that's
Just
already.
hearing that makes me want to spend 120, dude. Like you're getting my hopes back up right now.
255 launch day.
If they bring back Gobblegums, I'm spending fucking 150 for the biggest
Oh
edition.
no, I'm probably gonna spend a shit ton of money if they bring back Gobble.
Yeah,
If
where's
they
you
have
guys
like a
where?
$1,000 version of it where you get 10 of each
Oh
fucking
yeah,
Gobblegum, I'm
100 fucking
If
percent.
they add Gobblegums,
I am
dude,
fucking.
Yeah, but there's gonna be no closing app probably, buddy.
Oh.
bro. Even if they don't add
Mm.
fucking closing app,
True,
I'm
then I'll buy even more. Fucking.
exactly.
True.
My fucking mom's credit card's getting swiped.
Oh yeah,
Oh
fucking
my
my house
God.
is gone.
All the fucking all the stream donos are all going to fucking Gobblegums. Fucking the internet bill.
You have a dono goal, it just says like Gobblegum Fund.
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
Perkaholic.
I'm on my last 7 perkaholic. Please donate.
Yeah, because so in there was armor instead of jug in Black Ops 4. Double tap was like the repacking your gun, right? Speed cola was when you buy all 4 perks, you get speed cola, and then quick revive, you just got like 3 revives a game or whatever it was, right? So that's how like they implemented
Yeah,
the
they give you all the
4.
base
See,
stuff.
that would have been. I would have liked that if they made it more OP. Like if they fucking actually added like Black Ops 3 speed cola for all the 4 perks, like fast as fuck reloads. Like I could have got
Yeah,
down
with
with
like with
that.
fast mags and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if they didn't take out Jug, that would have been cool because like think about Jug in the tonic slot. That would have been badass.
What if it gave you like 2 extra hits? I think they
But
were
yeah,
on.
okay.
As much as I don't like the Black Ops 4 perk system, I think we can agree that the tonic slot was interesting. I think I don't know how they would do it, um, but like in because like I don't like the moving machines and how the machines like look the same because I think it loses all character for like the jingles and like the way the machines looked and stuff. But if like I don't know, you double buy jug and you get an extra effect, but you can only have like 1 perk with that for a game. So like you can still get a modifier, but it's not like you switch the machines. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you buy all your perks and then you go to any of the perks you have, and then you buy it again, and it'll give you like the modifier slot or something.
Yeah, I've always thought that'd be cool to upgrade perks or like have an
Yeah.
upgraded version of it. Kind of like in Rev technically, your jug and stamina when you grab the mask, you know, the purple
Yeah,
jug
yeah,
or
yeah.
purple, yeah, kind of like something in terms of that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that would be sick. The next one here is Transit will be back and available on disc.
I mean,
Yeah, I can give a fuck.
as long as
What?
it's I mean, to remaster it on next, it's probably good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean,
we're
I could
running
do a
back.
fucking
We're
thing
running
with
back
Transit.
Transit with the boys. That's all I'm gonna say if Transit's on disc.
I could give a fuck in the sense that like it's gonna be on disc. Like who the fuck uses a disc
Oh,
anymore? Like,
well,
that's
yeah, that's
No, like it's gonna be available on launch.
It means like yeah,
And it's
some
not
round
gonna
trip.
be like a DLC, a pre-order bonus, or anything like that. Like you're gonna, if you buy
Yeah, I wouldn't
normal
do
$60
that.
version, you will be able to play Transit day one.
Okay.
They better have a bit more.
That's your
content than
reaction.
this.
Okay.
I played it on BO2 in the Prime. There's never gonna be a time that lives up as well as that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think it's
No.
going to be next
Mm,
gen. Transit was so shit, man. Imagine, and you had
I
fun playing with
guess.
friends. Imagine if it's actually a good map and you're playing with friends. How much
Okay,
fun
I'm
it'll be.
thinking like what Aaron's saying though. Think of what made transit. It was like how shit it was. That's if you think about it, that's what really
Yeah, if they
made that
remaster,
map.
there's gonna be new graphics. There's gonna be
It's
new
just gonna
stuff.
be actually good, then it's just gonna be an actual good map. Which I'm not saying is bad, don't get me wrong. But it's not gonna I don't feel like it's
Yeah,
gonna have
what I'm
that.
saying is it's not gonna live up to what it was. Even
Yeah,
though the
like
map fucking sucked to play alone, it was one of the best multiplayer maps you could play with your friends. Like when you fucking got on the bus, dude,
yeah, that shit was
terrified as
fun.
fuck, denizens are on your fucking head. Like that map was fun.
Galva Knuckles,
But-
fucking.
yeah, exactly. Like that was fun.
I
Yeah,
don't
You're
know.
no.
I'm
never.
excited. Transit on disc, like fuck, dude. That's
Yeah,
like
I mean on next gen that'll be cool.
there better be like I think another thing that people talk about is that Black Ops 4 had like too many maps at launch, and I can see that. I just hope like I would be fine with a Black Ops 3's launch was fine with Shadows, a really good polish map, and then the Giant, which is like a remake. I just hope that
Yeah, that was perfect.
this new version of Transit doesn't take the Shadows of Evil spot, and that like it takes the Giant spot where it's like just a remake. I still hope it's good. You know, the Giant was a good remake, but I still want something like new and original on disc, and I think that in Transit would be fun.
Alright, question. Would you want transit to be like reimagined like Blood or remastered like an actual
Like
Zombies
Chronicles.
Chronicles type? Because I feel
Probably
like I don't know
Blood. I think Blood for that map
for
makes more
transit, yeah.
sense. Yeah, because I don't know. Well, if they just if they honestly like if they just remastered it straight from Black Ops 2, like the Easter egg was such a pain in the ass, and like the Jetgunn was so shit. They actually like have to
Like, come on, no.
they actually like have to like redo the map to make it actually good.
I
And like
wonder
the
what
fog.
they'll do with the jet gun. Like, because unlimited ammo, I wonder if they'll keep. But like, because the gun is obviously statistically either the best, but practicality is the worst. So like, I don't know how to balance it. What would they actually do? Because they don't want to make it the best gun ever by making it like have no, it doesn't break. So like, are they just gonna keep it the same way? That's what I'm wondering.
And what do you think
To
about?
balance the jet gun.
If it's not the same as when it was fucking in BO2, it's gonna be dog shit.
Yeah, like if they
It
make
already
it
was
fucking
dog shit. What are you talking about?
You can abuse it though, and like it's
like
You
like
if
can
you
abuse it for
even after,
5 seconds and then it fucking
no,
snaps
if
in
your
half.
time,
after it's patched, it's still fine. You can still use it. You can still high around with
I mean,
it.
yeah, if your timing is good, and then claymores, you can just use the claymore strat
Yeah, it still works.
by
Like
farm.
if it's the same on BO2, then it'll be fine.
I think they
Yeah.
should redo it. Be better.
How do you want to redo it? Just fucking give it
Yeah, what would
Just
you
redo
give
redo?
it
it
or
14
give it a
ammo and
new
retexture the
form
thunder gun.
like the magma gat, you know,
Oh,
like
I
they did for
got you.
blood. Do something like that with the jet gun.
No,
Mm,
please don't. It's just gonna be
I
fucking.
feel like just remastered would be cool already with it, cause like,
I mean, there is like a town reimagined shit on customs, and that like they added like the bowling alley and stuff for that custom map, and I think that map looks really good.
oh,
Have you played it?
yeah, I play it.
Have
It's really
you
good.
played it right, Aaron? I think we've talked
Yeah.
about playing it, but I don't know if you like the bowling alley and shit. That custom map's really cool. So like honestly, if Black Ops 5 just used the Black Ops 3 engine, like I don't think anyone will
Yeah, just
complain.
basically, yeah.
I mean, maybe the MP people will complain, but I wouldn't complain for zombies. So the next thing on the list is the Ether reboot is in the pipeline. So story, I know Aaron doesn't really care too much about
Yeah.
story, but so they're apparently gonna reboot Ether story zombies this year.
See, I don't know what the fuck. Like, what is that? Is it gonna be just new character like Cause I'm trying to think like Modern Warfare. They kept price, right? So they're gonna probably keep some characters,
I mean,
but
think about it, right? If Transit's on disc, does that mean it's gonna be we're gonna
oh
play
yeah,
as
I guess that's already
Victus?
Ether.
Bro, if fucking Ghost came back in MW, they're gonna make fucking all the four come back too. I bet you. Like it's not gonna be over.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
what
and
I'm. But I'm
then
saying is, if
money
it's
maker,
transit
yeah.
on disc, you guys think it's gonna be Victus or like Primus or Ultimus for
Fucking
what you play
Primus on
as?
transit.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it'll be Victus. But if
Yeah.
it's
Well, the thing
reboots.
is, I don't know if you saw what they said, right? That Primus, Ultimus, and Victus are gone. Like they're not going to do them anymore. Like obviously, you can't really take those words like they say that, but
Yeah,
they
like they
also
said the
said
same thing with Black
Revelation
Ops
said
3.
the
Yeah,
end, and Revelations wasn't the end. But
yeah.
still, I feel like maybe they seemed pretty like hey, we're actually this time it's the truth. Like they're gone. I don't know. It's their money maker though, so that's so confusing.
I don't know.
Why would they just scrap it?
I think if they do it, it'll probably be Victus for on transit again. But I mean, if this leak is true and it's a reboot, then yeah, it'll just be a new story. But I think 100% we will be playing as Victus on transit, and
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do all um, Buried in Die Rise remastered as well for like the DLC or something.
I could get down with the fucking Dairos remaster.
Oh yeah, Dairos.
Underrated map, bro. Die Rise
If
is
they want
underrated.
to
It really
actually,
fucking is. If they
if
have
they want to make it fun too, pre-patch Liquefire, bring that shit
exactly
back, boy.
An actual
I will
parkour.
fucking not, dude. You guys will not hear from me for fucking
Yeah,
years.
that'd be around
By the way.
255 from there. Day one.
Yeah, literally. Like I'd fucking just go sit in a corner and fucking
Dang,
shoot this
dude.
like a fire 300
And
times.
spawn fucking just, oh man,
Yeah, like that shit's
that was
fun.
good.
Like that was fun.
Yeah, like people, that's the thing about zombies. People are like, oh, overpowered. Like, shut up. It's fucking zombies, dude.
They have to live up to some expectations right now. Like if they fucking don't,
Make
dude.
zombies fun. Like,
That's
Well,
what
no,
I'm
it's not
saying.
just that. It's not just
fucking,
make zombies fun. Like there's
and just,
people that fucking that like compete now. Like there's fucking
no, yeah.
it's been a while. Like Sledgehammer and all these other fucking big companies that compete, like they're doing really well right now, which means fucking Black Ops has to do well as well. So I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be like a fucking like 25 map bundle that's gonna come out. Like all the fucking old maps, everything's gonna be
For
on this new
zombies?
Black Ops. Well, yeah, because think about it like
I
this.
wish, man.
Well,
Shit, dude.
think about it like this for a second though. What if it happened because they're talking about doing like this whole Black Ops like the whole like reboot the campaign thing. So if they reboot the campaign, then they're probably gonna have an old zombies map. If they're gonna have an old zombies map,
Transit.
but that's the thing. It's gonna be from the original Black Ops. It's not gonna be from like why would they have fucking the Black Ops campaign and not add like a Black Ops 1 map? So what if they add maps from Black Ops 1 or World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, 3, and 4, all into Black Ops 5? What if they
I
make
don't
it a
think
giant fucking game
that's
like that?
what. I mean, that sounds sick,
That
but I
don't get me
just don't
wrong.
think
Yeah,
that's
that's
realistic.
What if it happens though?
Fuck. Then we be fucking
what I remember.
playing.
People thought
Because
that for
you
BO4.
because you saying like, oh yeah, they're gonna like there was a leak that they're gonna like reboot the campaign. So if they're rebooting the campaign, you can probably expect some sort of Black Ops 1 map.
Yeah.
If they're gonna have the Aether story like come back, then yeah, you could probably expect a Black Ops 2 map as well. What if they're not even hinting, but what if that's what's going on? What if they're gonna make a big tie-in with all these different games? It might not be all the maps, but what
Well,
if
the
there's a good
story
portion
already
of them?
ties in.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
don't know. I think that sounds really cool because it would boost the longevity of this game if they had like zombie things like that for like
Think
it'd be
about
like
how well it would sell though. 120 for like 20 maps. Think about how well that would sell. It would be the biggest Call of Duty release in history.
I mean zombies fans would definitely like it, but there would be some people who are like, we've already played all these maps. Why am I paying $120 to play them again,
Think
you
about
know?
it like this though: multiplayer comes back, standoffs there, raids there, all the maps from fucking Black Ops 1 that you liked, all the maps from Black Ops 2 you like are there. What if they just made a big fucking giant, just clusterfuck of all the maps that we love for everything multiplayer?
Yeah, that's
What if
basically
they,
COD Online.
what if they do it?
I
Hmm.
wish. I
I've
hope.
always wanted that, but like they keep doing like BO4 brought back all those maps too. BO3 brought back standoff raid, but like they keep fucking not making it true to the.
Yeah, they changed it a little bit each
Yeah, they
time.
change it or it's the game is
They
just
like add
dog
a
shit.
fucking zip line or like an extra dumpster or like.
Yeah, which I mean stuff like that's fine. I'd
Not for me,
rather
dude. That needs to be a 1-to-1 fucking ratio. If I'm playing.
actual like rematch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you always have people complain though, because if you remaster it and add nothing new, it's like, oh, it's fucking boring. But
There's
it's like,
always going to be fucking critics, but I think you're
yeah,
going to
so
please
everyone.
most people if there's at least a zombies like remaster of
For
everything.
zombies though, yeah, I always
They
wanted
actually
that.
they actually end the story with the 4 maps that come out. They remaster a bunch of fucking maps. Doesn't have to be all of them. They remaster a portion of them, and they actually end the story on a good fucking note for everybody. Think about how well that would sell.
That'd be sick. Or if they just like
I
posted a
mean, yeah.
Twitter poll asking for favorite maps, and then whatever won.
Think about
Be
the
like,
budget they'd have too if people spent 120 to buy that. Think about all the sales they'd have and how well they'd be able to like edit and just end that fucking part of the game. It's 300 IQ. I mean, if it happens, you heard it here first.
yeah, this is on
I mean,
video recorded, so we get any credit for
hell
our
yeah.
Yoinks this
I mean, I
idea.
always wanted like all the maps on BO3. I always like every single zombie map just on BO3 because like BO3 is just you don't have to use goblins, right? So you can play them true to the remaster, or you can use
Yeah.
goblins. You can use like there's so
You
much
have
variety.
options. It's not just I
That's
agree.
why like BO3 would be another just BO3 with more maps. Honestly, that'd be really fucking good.
Ooh, fuck me, dude.
Alright, so the next one we have is Chaos is not returning, set to be an entirely new story. So
I
this
mean,
this part is
that's
really
good.
weird to me because it says it's set to be entirely new story, but like 2 lines above it says an Ether reboot. So I don't know if that's what they're talking about, or we're gonna have another Black Ops 4 situation on our hands where there's 2 different stories in
No,
the
I
game.
hope. Oh my god.
No, that's gonna fucking kill it for me.
That's
Yo,
what
if
I'm
Nero
saying. If
comes
they do
back
that,
though, if they do a double story and Nero comes back, I'm gonna give a fuck, dude. I'll pay $1,000 for
I
that
mean,
map so I can hear fucking I
I'm
cannot be Vince.
invincible. I
Yeah,
cannot be
exactly.
Vince.
Like that's just fucking
I
hilarious.
hate that quote.
Shadows
I would,
remastered question.
oh my god, dude, that would make me fucking cry if I bought that and then it says Shadows of Evil. I'd fucking actually start crying, like holy shit.
What do
Shit,
you
dude.
think about? I know Aaron, you didn't play much of the Chaos story, but Jet, what do you think about Chaos not returning?
So, I actually enjoyed Ancient Evils, like the ending cutscene, like it left you on
Yeah,
a cliffhanger. I was like, oh shit, I'm kind of interested in Chaos now, and I wanted to come back. But then eventually, I realized if they do 2 stories, I like Ether more, so they would have to just do one because BO4 was ruined by that. The 2 stories was just too fucking like for me it was fine honestly, but I've realized for players it was confusing and it
I
was
just
a
think it
mess at
kind of
that
sucks
point.
and it's kind of sad for anyone who liked the story. Like you, I like the Ancient Evil and like
Yeah, I thought it was pretty
I
good.
like the vibe of Dead of the Night a lot, even though I don't really like the map and the gameplay. Um, and the ending cutscene made me want more, surprisingly enough. But if they do cut it short here, I think it is small enough to the point where it's like one story and like you are left on a cliffhanger. But I think it's enough to be like satisfied with like that is the story. Like it'd be different if they just did one map for a story and then just gave up. But like,
See, the thing I loved about Chaos is the maps are the mythology,
yeah, I
like
thought that
Nine,
was
Ancient
really
Evil, the
cool.
Greek, and
Yeah,
Nosferatu, all that. So basically, if they want to, they should make like one Ether map or two with like Greek mythology, more like that stuff then, to bring that type of because a lot of people loved Nine and Ancient Evil because of that. So they should make like a map like that, but just have Ether characters. I think that'll work. Like it shouldn't
Ether.
matter too much.
did you play any of the
Like I
Chaos
know.
maps? You played 9 once, right, Aaron? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
Yeah,
off.
dude, fucking Eileen carried me and she like did the whole setup for me. I was like,
Oh
holy
yeah, I
shit.
remember you saying that.
Did you like the vibe and the characters and stuff, or no?
Yeah, it was cool. Like if I had fucking more than 30 frames, I might play that map more. But
I had
yeah,
9 is a really good map, and same with Ancient.
bro,
Good.
all
Oh
the
yeah.
fucking BO4 maps look fun, like in one way or another, except Voyage. Voyage is fucking bad.
Oh yeah, fuck Voyage, dude. Shit, I have some shit.
How do they fucking choke on celery and die, dude? Like that fucking map looks so bad.
Literally the worst map in zombies in my.
Voyage.
Yep,
Uh,
my well personally, obviously
yeah, I could see that.
it's just the Easter egg, everything. It was the one map that everything was bad, not just high rounds, it was everything.
Okay,
Easter egg was
dude.
fucking horrible.
So the next one we have is more quote unquote more realistic and grounded zombies experience coming as opposed to previous fantasy versions. So like, the
Mm,
dragons in Garad or like all of Revelations, like it's gonna be more realistic and like uh
yeah, that's sounding like some World War II zombies. That's a little
yeah,
scary.
it does, but at
I
the
think it
same
could be good.
time,
Like think about
yeah,
how
like
cool it makes like the elements of zombies though. Like
Yeah.
when you're playing a game like zombies and you're just running around for like the first two maps essentially, it was like the ray gun and the flamethrower. As soon as they added the Wonder Waff, you're like, holy fuck, this is
It's like,
really
oh
cool.
damn, yeah.
Think about all of the new like wonder weapons that they could add if the elements and like the themes of the maps flow really well. Think about how different of a game it's going to be and just how much will change with that. So I think it's good that they're going to do that. It's going to add diversity and just different stuff.
not only
I doubt
that,
all the maps are going to be like that, but I feel like they're going to try to stick to it.
for some
Yeah.
reason when I read like more realistic and grounded, what instantly came to mind was Shino Numa and like the rest of the World at War maps, like Verrucht and
It makes
shit,
me think of Doriz,
where
yeah.
it's like scary and like actually scary, and there's no like keepers, apothecants, none of that shit. Which I mean makes
Yeah.
that's part of it makes Black Ops 3 fun, but at the same time, like just just having like more grounded experience and just like zombies, and then I'd be fine if they had like some mutant hybrid explodey guy that's not where it's not like a Margwa, this like fucking futuristic creature and shit. I could get down with that for sure.
100%. Like that's why BO3 I think is another reason it's so good. Is since Zombie Chronicles came out, it's literally the perfect game because
You
you
have
have your
both.
apothecans, you have your complex like Shadows of Evil, with all the tentacles and hentai shit. And then you have
Whoa.
your Revelations. No, it's cool. I'm not saying it's bad. And then you have Revelations with like your apothecans and
Yeah,
millions
it's like all
bosses
the
and
Black
shit.
Ops 3 maps
But
are
then you
like,
have your like Ascension, like Noct, like really survival maps or
yeah, basically
simple,
like all the Black
just
Ops 3
zombies. Yeah.
maps are like
So if they do
fantasy.
something like that, then that's good. As long as they have some, mix between realism and fantasy, and that'd be cool.
Knocked fun.
Noct fun.
All
I
right,
agree.
the next one is nothing set in stone, but Zombies Season Pass, quote unquote, is in the works.
That's good. Fuck
So,
multiplayer. I'd rather buy just zombies. I don't care about multiplayer
yeah, I don't know
anymore.
what that means. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer at this point that they add that like we're always gonna have to pay extra and have like a season pass and shit. So I don't really mind that.
Wait, a season
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah,
A zombies
like
one.
where you pay an extra $60 and you get all the DLC, or you can buy them separately.
Yeah, I mean, if it's zombies and it's cheaper,
That's what I'm saying.
that's
If it's
yeah, that's perfect.
specifically a zombies one, uh, then it better be like at most like $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Cause
say like if it's fucking like $25, $30, and yeah, I could fuck with that. And it depends what's in it. Like I want to know what I'm buying first. So like if someone's like,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I got fucking 19 different maps from Black Ops 1 all the way up
that's the thing is
until Black Ops 4.
I don't care what anyone says, but like the old Black Ops 2 days, nobody bought the map packs for like the 4 multiplayer maps. Like no one gave a shit about those, let's be honest. Like maybe the one
Yeah,
with
no,
the first one with like the Peacekeeper, some people bought it for the
Mhm.
Peacekeeper, but when it was just like maps and a zombie map, everyone bought it for a zombie map. No one bought it for the multiplayer
You guys
maps.
ever run into those like fucking gold gun like fucking dog shit kids who have like gold in their peacekeeper, but you like pick it up and you're like fucking they have like an EO tech on it and like a suppressor and like a grip.
Oh,
It's
fucking
way off
MMS and shit.
topic, but okay.
You're so fucking bad at the game. Like I remember picking that up all the time. Like
So
making
off topic,
fucking
but
bit,
yeah.
like
No, I agree.
fuck,
I
dude.
always had the target finder
Gonna
was
beat
what
some
pissed
ass.
me off. Those kids with target
Target
finders, dude.
Oh,
finder?
LMG, like LSAT target finder
That's
or
your shit?
M27 target
Those were the
finder.
fucking biggest scum of that game. I swear. Besides the M8 campers, but
Yeah, so
fucking trash.
overall, I think if they add Zombie Season Pass that's separate than multiplayer and doesn't have like all the garbage shit packaged with it, I think it
Mm.
would be better. And I think they would probably get more sales if they had a multiplayer and Zombie Season Pass.
Maybe.
Um,
I don't know. I've got no clue.
Alright, the last point we have here is rumored Vietnam based storyline. So, like Black Ops 1 campaign.
That's
vibes
cool.
for
Yeah.
like the zombie maps and shit. It's the story.
Not future or too far in the past, though.
That's
Fine with
fine.
me. I hate like anything that's too far in the past, like World War II. Like World War II is cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm so like
I love the
I feel
weapons
like
of
it's
World War
over.
II.
No, yeah, I love them too, but like I feel like they can, since it's zombies, they can add World War II weapons, or like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
Modern Warfare has World War II weapons.
yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, they can do that. But as long as it's not too futuristic or anything, yeah, that's perfect. I like modern weapons and zombies in general. Like it feels like you're actually shooting guns, not a fucking VMP that looks fucking.
Not too
The
long ago,
fuck that
Aaron, you
shit.
played the Black Ops 1 campaign, so you know like the
Yeah.
like vibe and the layouts for the maps and shit. Do you think that'd be
I
sick
could
if
do
they
really
added
well
that?
on zombies, yeah.
And like
It's
if we
dark,
if
yeah.
we played as like Primus on those maps, I think that'd be pretty sick too.
Oh yeah.
It's dark.
For
So, I
you,
mean,
Mason, not for me. All right, so that's all I have for the Black Ops 5 leaks. So overall, what do you guys think the game is sounding pretty pog so far, or?
I don't have a fucking opinion, honestly. Like, I guess
Yeah,
that's not
like
much
it.
to tell.
Is it the same? Who? Sorry, do you know?
Wait,
Is it the same guy
your
that did
mic cut
Modern
out.
Warfare?
What'd you say?
It's just
Who
the same
rumored this?
boot story, and that's all I heard.
I didn't
Who
hear what.
rumored this? Sorry.
Oh, who rumored this? It was leaked
Yeah,
by, I
same guy that
believe.
Modern Warfare or?
Let me check. I believe it was the same person who did Modern Warfare, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. In that case, yeah.
According to reports from multiple sources and clickable.
Clickable. Yo, tell those birds to shut the fuck up, buddy. We're busy right now.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't want to read
Alright,
through
that's
this. I'm
fine.
just
But I
standing for
mean,
a while, but I read and I heard when other people were talking about it that it was a credible person leaked it. So overall, I think if they keep the Ether story and no chaos, no other news story, and they have
yeah,
its own
focus
season
on one.
pass, the old perks and everything are back. It's like old school zombies again. And by old school, I mean like 5 years ago, Black Ops 3 is perfectly fine, or anything before that. I think the game would do really well for old people, like old fans and new
Old
fans.
people.
Yeah, I meant like old fans and new.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the one thing Black Ops 5 has to have, Jet? Be good.
That's tough. Like,
Or just like one thing you want to see. Black Ops 5.
I'd say fun and good. New wonder weapons. Cause BO4 had some new ones, but it didn't have as much like. I guess it was all the ether maps, like all remastered bullshit, and
Yeah,
it
like it
wasn't
had the
really
different
that
Mark
good.
IIs.
So I really want actual new genuine wonder weapons, and that they're good. Like I don't want fucking. Obviously, I don't want the fucking apothecon every map, but like
Yeah.
I don't
Lazy,
want
you don't like that fucking getting copy and pasted into every map?
to. Yeah, I know.
You don't like
Fucking.
their fucking 300 IQ idea of taking an apothecon servant and just fucking control C and control Ving it onto every map?
Well, no, dude. The tentacles are kind of green in Revelations. Actually, they're slightly, green
Oh yeah,
compared
so
to
just
Shadows.
just
Yeah,
add a pack a punch camo is what he's
yeah.
saying, basically. And then you can just put the rebel. You could put on
Yeah, so
fucking
basically just put the Apothecon on every map next game, and
yeah.
we'll be fine. It'll be a good
I
year.
I'd say it's the same thing with what Jet's saying.
But
I'd say
not yeah,
Yeah, I was
just
gonna ask you what's your one thing it
I
needs,
think
or one
I
thing
think
you
they
want.
need to simplify zombies. The shit like I don't give a fuck about the story as much as most people do, and yeah, that might make me like
no,
an asshole zombie player, but I don't really fucking care because like
I
I
don't
don't
care
play
anymore.
I don't play just for the story. Like
Mhm.
I want there to be new shit and I want there to be new content and stuff that's interesting. Like Black Ops 3 had the sword and they had the skull and the fucking KT4
Specialists?
and the Apothecary Servant. Yeah. Like if they don't add in like a fucking like a bike that just drives around the fucking map and runs zombies over every time I press Q and have it charged up, I'm not buying the fucking game.
Yeah, I agree.
I
Like,
don't I
What the
don't want to
fuck
buy
is
the
your
game.
mind
make
at right
that
now?
shit fun. That's why when you said realistic, I was It's a little
Like
questionable.
if I don't have a tricycle that follows me around like the dragon and Gorod and fucking if it's not running over herds of zombies, I'm
that
not
sounds like
buying
What
it.
are
what
you
does that sound
on
like?
right now,
The
man?
Left 4 Dead or some shit has that. I think that sounds like some Left 4 Dead shit. I think yeah, where you
Yeah,
run
think of
over
it like
and
this, like let's say they remaster Transit. I just want to have a tractor with a jet gun attached to it, and I just want to shoot the fucking jet gun at them while I drive the tractor. Like, I need some new immersive
You
zombie
go to
experience.
farm and you just fucking build the tractor and climb up the ladder to get on top and just jump in and just fucking mow down zombies. You know, like pick up
Exactly.
batteries to
Like,
charge that shit.
I want to be able to drive my car on zombies. Like, I want I want this to be like an
dude, that's the
RPG
new
mode.
innovation for COD fucking vehicles.
They're gonna add cars and helicopters, and
You can actually ride the
the
Gorod
mystery
Carbon
box.
Dragon and
Like,
control it.
you can summon the mystery box now. You just throw down a care package and it just spawns on
Okay.
it.
Instead of like a Apothicon or what is it called, Lil Arnie's, you fucking throw down like a box spawn.
Exactly. Free spins. Like if they don't add some new shit like that, I'm gonna be bored of this shit within
Yeah,
like 2 days.
innovation. Like it's hard to innovate, especially for COD Zombies, but like they did
If
it
it's
with
more
Shadows. So.
grounded, and not like if they were to keep going in like this fantasy like Revelations, Go Rod type shit, I would say yeah, it's gonna be hard to innovate because they've done a lot of shit. But if it's more grounded, I think they could innovate a lot still.
True.
Because even with Black Ops One, there was still like some futuristic shit, but
Yeah, Black Ops
that
1
was like the awe or like one of the major appeals for zombies. I feel like back in like World at War and like a little bit of Black Ops One was like the ray gun was the thing to get out of the box. Now when you play like Revelations, you get that and you're like, I don't want this shit. There's the thunder gun, there's the servant, there's like the Ragnaroks, like there's
all
so
that.
much shit that
But
you'd rather have.
I'm currently on my 255 ray gun run, so it's fantastic shit.
And like even with like Doris and the Wonderwaff and like Shino Newman the Wonderwaff
Yeah.
and shit like that, it's like when they added that, it was like that was the thing to get out of the box and just like it was futuristic, but it wasn't super futuristic like the fucking Apothicon Servant and shit. So like you could still get down with it, and it was still like the cool part and like the cool thing to get out of the box. Which nowadays I just don't feel like they have.
Okay.
I guess it's hard because like they went too much. They went from knocked right basic, and I guess they try to keep overcomplicating, and so we got like up to rev, and I feel like they should just go back to simple again and restart. Yeah, that would be the best for sure, and just like restart the cycle.
Speaking of that, I'm pretty sure like in a couple months we're probably due with like an announcement or a trailer or something.
Hopefully, I want to see something.
That's when the real hype starts, is when we actually see footage or announce something like this. But for my answer, the one thing that I want to see, or the one thing that Black Ops 5 needs, I think, to be successful is, I think a big part that people are still forgetting is, like, how horrible Black Ops 4's launch was that ruined the game. Like, just something as simple as, like, a fucking good launch for your game is so important. And part of that had to deal with like Sledgehammer dropping out, and like they were like pushed for development and shit, and the game was coming out like a month early than what it normally does or whatever. But I still think that like the blue screens and shit when Black Ops 4 came out literally ruined the game and ruined the community's like want to play the game like for the first couple months that it was out.
100%. Like I actually was like BO4 wasn't that bad. Like when it first came out, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. I want to keep playing it. But all the crashes, on Blood of the Dead, I remember I crashed over 10 times with my friend on like in the first week trying to do the Easter egg. It's like absurd. Every time we get to around like 30, crash. Every time you do this, get the magma gat, crash. Like it was.
Yeah, it was like near unplayable.
And so like you try to do like, oh, let's play some 9 and have some you blue screen like or a crash on Xbox like so
Yeah, like,
fucking
even
annoying.
when you were playing casually, like I understand maybe the
Yeah.
Easter egg steps. I don't know how like you finish developing the Easter egg if you fucking crash on steps. Like I don't even know how that works. But
Yeah,
even when you like play with friends casually, you just like reach around threshold and it would just fucking blue screen. Like really, dude?
yeah, but otherwise like it was just that really did ruin it, like put a bad taste in the your mouth and going like afterwards they started fixing everything and the game was getting like better and Like it was getting better, but it was just too late. It was like World War II. I don't know when World War II was really bad at start, and then the devs, what is it? Someone got fired, or I don't remember the full. I don't know if you know the
Fired.
backstory of it, but basically World War II got better eventually in like 6 months in, but it was too late. Like the game was actually really good at that point, but like no one cared. It was too late. So the launch really does has a huge impact on how the game's
Yeah,
gonna go. Because
especially
BO3's
like
launch was amazing.
yeah, I was
I
gonna
have
say
plans
like
too, but
imagine like all the super big like old zombie YouTubers have moved on, but if this
Mhm.
game has a good launch and just like looks fucking cool and is cool, it'll bring all of them back. It'll bring all the old fans that watched them or that stopped playing because they didn't like Black Ops 4. It'll bring them back. Like
Mhm.
I think that is one of the big keys. And like obviously having a good launch has many like it's not just one thing. There's a lot of things that go into it. Like the game has to be fucking functioning properly. I think like the whole one story and not two stories definitely have to be in there for a good launch. So like there's all these pieces that have to come together for good launch. It's not just as simple as good launch or bad launch. But I think if they do pull it off, it'll be literally huge for the community and everyone else, and like especially
For
Treyarch.
sure.
It'll like boost them back because honestly, after Black Ops 4's multiplayer compared to Modern Warfare's, I think, and like Warzone and shit, um, I feel like Infinity War right now is like at the top, even though Treyarch was always like at the top for multiplayer.
Uh, honestly, just that new engine alone and Modern Warfare on PC, it's amazing. Like they finally started giving a fuck about PC too.
Yeah, that's what's
Which was a
interesting now is the
really good step in
crossplay.
the right
That's
direction.
another thing that they didn't confirm, but
And crossplay,
I
yeah.
feel like it has to be in Black Ops 5 is crossplay. Like if Modern Warfare
Oh,
has
it has to.
crossplay, all future CODs have to have crossplay, 100%.
Like zombies crossplay is
Like
has to
imagine,
be a
Aaron,
thing.
I can be a controller shitter and play with you while you're on your
I'm not playing with you if you're playing on a controller.
What do you mean?
Yeah, watch me fucking carry your ass when we play Transit Remastered, buddy.
Buddy, the only thing you're gonna be carrying is your own fucking 950 each time you gotta spin the box once you down 3 times. Don't start right now.
Listen,
Next
buddy,
topic.
I'll be
Yeah,
carrying you on Transit Remastered when the
they
game
better
comes
bring back EMP, boys.
out. Oh god. Oh
Aaron gets
man.
the fucking Wonder Waff on transit. Fucking imagine they bring back. Wonder if they'll do some like stuff like that.
All right, so
Only time will tell.
We'll see. We'll see.
what's the next topic you guys want to get into? Aaron or Jet, you guys have anything you want to talk about?
Factions in BO4.
Where's it at?
No.
Next topic. Still waiting, Jason. I know you resigned, but you got to be pushing out one last update, right? Where the
Fucking
fuck's
faction.
factions at, buddy?
BO5 boys.
What do you want to talk about,
Factions.
Aaron?
I don't know. Anything but fucking BO5, dude. This shit's fucking. This shit's got me fucking.
You want
Are you taking like a nap?
All
you
right.
want to talk about streaming, buddy? Since we've all been
Streaming?
kind of streaming.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about with it? What's up?
I don't know. What are some like controversial takes or stuff going on with it? I don't know.
Like with me or just in general with people?
Like in general, I think a
Um,
lot of streamers. I don't think any of us, but I think a lot of streamers for sure are entitled. Like 100%. Like
I feel entitled sometimes, so I don't know. I just try to check
Mhm.
myself and not be a fucking
yeah,
pretentious.
but like people who read
Like,
one article on Facebook about how much money Ninja's making playing Fortnite, and they're like, oh, it's people are just like, oh, you can just press go live and make money. Like hell yeah.
I think that's just a general like misrepresentation of how streaming actually works, and people like
Yeah, but it's accurate, right? I mean, people think that. Actually think.
it's accurate, but and that's what I'm saying is like it's not realistic that people have that like idea, and I think it's just people who are less educated because it's the same thing with saying like, oh yeah, like fucking vaccines cause like certain birth defects or autism. Like you're just not informed when you say shit like that. So it's like it's the same thing with streaming. Like literally, I've been streaming for like going on 7 months now, and I've gone up somewhere around like 600 followers. And like, I know I don't play the most fucking like, I guess
Meta games or
non-dense games, but like, I don't know. Growth can be slow, and if you think it's just as easy as fucking going live and people pay you, like, you're actually so fucking stupid. Like, I always tell people, like, think of it like this. Think about having a bill or bills in your name, and you have to convince people that you're entertaining enough for them to pay those fucking bills, or you go into debt and you can't stream. So take yourself out of your fucking 9 to 5 that you usually work and go home and play a game and have the attention span to read your chat and play the game and be decent and
That's
Be
real shit.
entertaining.
be
I mean,
entertaining. Like it's fucking it's a lot harder than you'd think.
that's real shit. I mean, look how many fucking people there are too. Like Twitch is like has
Exactly.
a million. Like you're competing basically too. Well, I don't like saying competing, but like
You essentially
Yeah,
are
like
like
Twitch is an
technically, yeah.
oversaturated platform because
Like
it's a
it's
because
competition
all
for
people think
Suzy
like
and
that.
who's like who's gonna stand out. Because if you
Why
don't
is my
stand out
camera?
and people don't have appeal to you, then you're just not going anywhere.
Why is my camera
Yo,
literally?
your shit looks like when someone takes off their glasses right now, dude. Oh shit.
I
It's like
forget.
the before and after. This was
But I
before
think that's one
glasses.
of the
This is
reasons
now.
why Twitch is oversaturated is because people think like that.
This
And I
thing's
hate to
sponsored
break
by
it
Alpha.
to like the 14-year-olds playing Fortnite every day for 8 hours and streaming it, but sometimes it ain't always gonna cut it, you know?
Well, sometimes it does though. And that's the thing. Is like
Yeah.
you can come in with like misrepresentation that you go live and people pay your bills for you and you fucking make millions of dollars because you think you're owed that because you know something about technology or you know this about streaming or you play a game like this and you think someone might like you. That's fucking bullshit. People don't owe you anything. Even if you do stand out. Like you have to stay consistent with something no matter what it is in life to have a good result from it. So making money from streaming is the exact same way. If you want to have a community and you want to grow as a streamer, you can't have the idea of just going in and being the best day one. It's gonna take time. Like I've been streaming for a while and I still fucking have days where I don't want to stream or I'm just not feeling it or I'm not as entertaining as this day. Like that happens. You have your off days just as anything does. Like you go to work or any other normal job. You fucking don't want to be there sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to be there at all.
Yeah,
And
but
with
then
streaming,
you have people like I know people are gonna think obviously not people who are watching this maybe, but like there'll be people who are like, oh yeah, you're comparing sitting in your chair playing video games to someone who's actually like slaving away manual labor, being tired of that job, and you're sitting over here
okay,
complaining.
well, here's the thing you can say when someone has a mentality like that. Your life comes down to choices. So if you get in the position to where you want to work manual labor and you decide to stay there, that's you doing that. You can say, yeah, it's not hard work. That's fine. That's a fair opinion.
Mhm.
But just because you do something hard and you bust your ass and you fucking hate it doesn't mean that we don't also put in hard work and have stuff to do as well. Like it's a different I guess aspect when it comes to standing out because anybody can go work for a fucking company and make money. Not everybody can stream on Twitch and have like I guess enough money to do this or that. Like actually make it a job and actually make money off of it. It's just that's not realistic. People can't do that.
Yeah, it's more of a risk doing this stuff.
Exactly.
Well,
It's a
speaking
huge
of
risk.
earlier we were a little bit we were speaking about monetization. Yeah, how
Mhm.
close are you to you're pretty close to affiliate, right, buddy?
Yeah, 6 away.
6 followers,
Takes away.
and
Yeah.
you have the average viewers.
Yeah. It's just followers now.
Nice,
Dang.
dude.
You'll probably have it like within a week then if you keep streaming.
Yeah, I'll probably stream like more get Prestige Master and all that. I'm
That's
really close on
awesome.
the other.
Any idea for emotes? You gonna have a Jetgunn emote? Jetgunn sub badge?
I was thinking, yeah, fucking probably something to do with
Can
Jetgun,
we
yeah.
get like a 4 tier sub badge? Should we get like we get the base 1 month and then we get like a
Each
bronze
piece of the Jetgunn is
jet
the
gun?
three.
And then
What's the-
that'd be funny actually for the 12 months. It's the whole thing. It's just all the jet gun parts. Here's the fucking turbine for
Just
month.
sub that one part. That actually be
Yeah.
kinda...
I don't even know what the fuck the pieces for the Jetgunn are.
I have a Ted emote for sure though. I know
Oh,
there
that'd
has
be
to be one.
sick. That'd be sick.
There has to be
Fucking Ted.
Yeah, but that whole streaming thing is interesting. I like talking. We always talk off stream about shit, which is why kind of the reason why I want to start the podcast because like it's just a platform to talk about shit. But like there's certain topics like you were fucking sleeping for the Black Ops 5 topics, and now you're over here and we're actually having a conversation about this whole streaming stuff,
Yeah, because I
which I
didn't give a
enjoy.
fuck about the Black Ops convo, because like I don't know, dude. Like that shit, we're gonna know all that in time. Like it's literally, it's whatever. It's speculation. Like
I guess
I
you're
don't know.
right.
My
Yeah.
my mind's like in more of a philosophical state. I'd say like I could give a fuck what Black Ops 5 is, and that's like not a shot at like the topic. Like it was fun to talk about, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Once like the leaks start coming out, the podcast will be pretty interesting though. Like once the, or not leaks,
definitely
sorry,
like when
Oh
we get
yeah,
like
like
teasers and
trailers and
shit.
shit.
Oh
We
yeah,
actual
can play them
trailers
on
and stuff.
stream.
Yeah.
we
Oh
have to
man.
save. We gotta fucking vouch now, Kyle. We save that for the fucking podcast when we see.
Save what? Like first reactions to
It
like
doesn't
trailers
even
and
have
shit?
to be first. We
I
could do
want to
that.
be here for
That'd
that,
be cool.
for the first trailer.
Fuck yeah! Every week there will be new news and new trailers and shit we can watch.
Yeah.
That'll be sick. Um, Speaking more about streaming, Aaron, did you want to talk about like the different topics or categories you streaming? Because you stream in like usually different categories.
Yeah. I mean, I stream in a lot of different stuff because like it's just fun. Like I don't want to limit myself to like one category, right? Because like if you limit yourself to one category, it's cool and like yeah, people will see you there every day and like they'll come back, and like that's how it was for Black Ops 3 for a while. Like I streamed the exact same time for like 2 months every day, and like I'd wake up with 2 hours of sleep if it meant I was going live at 12. I go to bed at like fucking 9:30 and wake up 2.5 hours later. So like it's cool to do that, but like you get burnt out, and I don't want to get burnt out on streaming. So like streaming in different categories and stuff is pretty nice because of that, and like it also means you can meet new people. Like sometimes people will raid and they'll come in and like follow, and like you can meet people through that pretty well, I guess. Like I don't know, it's chill. So I like that, and I've met some people from categories that I still talk to this day. So I think it's just nice to have more of like a just random, I guess like amount of shit you stream. Like not everybody wants to
It
do the
probably
same
also
thing every
feels
single day.
better to people who
Yeah.
stay because like it shows that they're there for like your personality and like you as a person rather than like what game you're playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's true. Like I don't know. It's interesting when it comes on like followers versus like regular viewers. Like I don't know. There's very few people that actually pop into my stream that are like frequent that'll watch me for like certain games. Like some people just want to watch me play one game, and I don't mind that, and it's like not a bad thing. But
Yeah, it
when
makes
people
sense.
like want to stick around and like watch Tarkov gameplay and like watch fucking Minecraft or whatever, like that's cool. I like that. Like that's nice. Like it's cool. And it's cool when people want to show up when I'm playing zombies or like I'm playing whatever. But like when people are there to support regardless of what game it is, just like I don't know, it's nice. It's like you
Yeah.
guys do that, so thanks for fucking like showing up and being there when I'm playing different shit, and thanks to all the
Well,
people who
yeah,
do that
man, we have a
support.
podcast together, buddy.
What
Making
about what
moves.
about you guys? What do you think about streaming different categories? Like, do you guys want to get into that or?
I was gonna say, as of recent, I've only been in the Black Ops 3 category, and what's interesting is the people in my chat, and like whenever I browse the category, I notice like recognizing people's names, whether it's in my chat or them streaming themselves, which I think is cool because this category is still, it still has like a decent amount of viewers, and also like a a tightly knit community. So it's not like a dead category where it's like, oh, if I stream in like Uncharted because it has nobody streaming it, oh, if anyone searches Uncharted, I'll be the only one there. Easy. It's like there's still people
Yeah.
frequently browsing the category enough for you to grow and also form friendships.
Yeah,
That's true.
BO3 category is really nice. Honestly, like I've
Yeah,
streamed like
BO3.
what Modern Warfare and stuff and other games. I've probably got 0 followers from games. BO3 I got like what the past 2 days I got 4 followers just from BO3 categories. So like I feel like it's just people stop by and watch your like high rounding or whatever you're doing, and they're always interested, and it's pretty cool.
That's
I mean,
another thing.
people.
That's another.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna quickly touch on. That's another thing that I like the Black Ops 3 category more than the Black Ops 4. Is if you go on the Black Ops 4 category and look now, always the top people and like most of the streams are blackout, which
Oh
makes
yeah,
it
it's
really
like
hard to find people who are playing
Black Ops
zombies
3.
unless you're following them, like Stam, who streams like Black Ops 4. It's hard to find people who are streaming. I mean, you can go searching for it, but like Black Ops 3, it's like you can like almost all the people are streaming zombies, which is nice.
Yeah, that's true. BO3 is usually only zombie. I think like one or two maybe plays multiplayer.
And then Aaron streams, you stream Toontown, which I think only had like one or two other people when you were streaming with Kai when I was checking one at one point, I think.
Yeah, dude, Toontown's fucking. That's where it's at, dude. Like, I don't know. It's fun to play
Is Club
Toontown. Like,
Penguin
when
a
you're on
category
fucking,
too?
probably, yeah. But you could probably get banned so easily for playing Club Penguin though.
What do you mean?
Like,
Probably.
there's like the filters aren't as good on like Club Penguin now. Like, people can slip stuff in.
Oh, really? I haven't played
Yeah.
recently or watched, so I have no
Like,
clue.
I'd fucking laugh my ass off so hard when I go upstairs and like watch my sister play Club Penguin and like people were typing like fucking like N1 and like I'm just like, oh my god, what is this? Like,
Disney don't
I was
give a
just like,
shit.
yeah, no, I don't give a fuck now. I'm like, okay. And like people are like fucking role playing. Like it'd be so funny to stream, but like people will be like picks up pizza, drops on the floor. Oh fuck!
Oh
Like,
yeah,
shit
I've
like
seen that shit before. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
like that's funny as fuck. Like people are like
That
touching
there's
hot
like
oven.
people playing this dead game that other people remade, and they're role playing in like a pizza restaurant on some random
Yeah.
server with other people. Like it's so weird.
There was another one and it was like guy walks in with really cute girl he's friends with, steals pizza to make him seem like a badass. Girl's impressed. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You're
Oh
such a
my
fucking
God.
loser. And Hannah and I were just fucking like actually dying, dude.
Oh man, that sounds fun.
Yeah, like it's fucking hilarious.
Well, that's an interesting category. Want to go into like childhood games or like
Yes.
stuff that you played
I
or
love
really liked when you were a kid?
So like that I can talk about Toontown again, dude. Like the reason I play that game is because like there's sentiment to it, I guess you could say. Like it's sentimental in the fact that I played it like I've played it all the way back before my parents even got divorced. Like they got divorced when I was in third grade and I played it like a couple years before that. Like that was when I first do it and I was like, that's really fucking cool. And I played it like on and off from like first up until like sixth grade when it closed. And
How'd
that
you
game
feel
was
when it
fucking
closed?
so
Because
fun.
at that point there was no way like rewritten was announced or in the works or anything.
I was really, really fucking sad, but there was like rumors of rewritten, and I was like, man, I really hope that happens. But I was really fucking sad. I remember playing like I actually like made it a goal. I was like, I'm gonna invest a bunch of time this summer, and I'm gonna try to max my tune or max its gags. So I did. I got everything on it max besides trap, and then it closed down. I played it like up until the hour it closed down and everything, and it was done. And then rewritten came around, and I played it for like I waited in the playline the first hour they said that they were gonna have them. I played, I entered in fucking beta key giveaways, didn't get one. Um, everybody fucking played it, and you could do like quests, and like you just randomly get them. You get like beta key quest, and you have to go defeat this cog and like do the shit, and then you'd only be able to play for like 4 hours, so you wouldn't have enough time to get there, but you could try. And I played for a while, and then it finally actually came out. I remade my tune, I think, and then I met my fucking ex girlfriend on Toontown like the next couple weeks after that, and I played
This
with
was right
them.
when rewritten came out, right?
Yeah, I played with them for a while. Ooh, I have a story actually. So before I met my ex, there was this really really weird like fucking like girl that I talked to. You guys are gonna get a fucking bang out of the story.
Oh
So
god. Popcorn.
it's so bad. Like I don't even want to. I don't even want to like bring up her fucking name because it's so bad, dude. Like okay, this was an ongoing like joke with my ex and our like friend group. So there was this girl, and she played Toontown, and I met her when I first like made my tune and was like fucking doing stuff, and she had been playing for a while. I was like, hey, can you help me do this? And she was like, yeah, sure. So we talked, and like I downloaded Skype, and I talked to her and her friend, and I don't know. This is when I was like 15, probably. So we talked for a little bit. I was talking with her and her friend, and then her and I would just talk like one on one, and she was like kind of weird about shit. Like she never said anything sexual, but she was like, "Yeah, I'm really mature for my age," and I was just like, okay, like what does that fucking mean? She never
Yeah.
told me how old she was, and I was like, okay. So
Oh no.
she's talking to me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm from Kentucky." I was like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "Yeah, I'm 15," and she was like, "Oh, I'm 12," and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then like I think I talked to her one more time, and this time was so fucking bad. Her mom was like, she was like, "Who are you on the phone with? Are you talking to some sex offender?" And I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" Her mom thinks I'm a sex offender, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta go," and I hung up and I fucking deleted her. And she knew my ex, and she wrote her, and she's like, "Hey, Aaron just stopped talking to me randomly," and then she's like, "Yeah, I think it was because I stopped playing Toontown with him." And she was like, "Oh, I don't know," but she knew it was because of that, and it was so fucking weird, dude.
What the-
And she like started, she had an Instagram, and she posted a picture of herself, and bro, she was actually this fucking, she was plus size. We can say that. Like, think about Kyle and I merging into one body.
Oh god. All right.
Yeah,
But she was really
it was,
mature for her age.
yeah, dude. She was really mature.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. And like it was so weird, dude. Like her fucking dad died while I was talking to her too for like the first couple of weeks, and I was just like, this is so
Oh,
bad. I was like, I just need to not talk to this person. Like bad vibe city. So
Yeah.
shit.
I stopped talking to her, and my fucking ex would she'd like bring her up. She's like, "Hey, weren't you gonna date that girl in Toontown?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She gave me shit all the time for it. It's like, "Oh yeah, you probably want to go talk to her, don't you?" I'm like, no, you fucking crazy bitch. I don't ever want to fucking hear her name again. It was fucking terrible.
So then you want to go after your ex or no? Or you said,
After my
well,
ex.
because you said you were talking about when you met your ex and like right when
Oh,
TTR
you
came
only
out.
want the details of the games we played and shit? You mean?
Yeah, but then you had to
Okay,
tell that
so
story.
we um we played like random stuff. That's when I got in the league, I guess you could say. I played league before that, and then I got her into it and her friends, and like I'd fucking flame them, dude. Like I'd actually like fucking scream, like
I feel
actual
like I
fucking
was the same way when I first got into it with my friends. I was fucking taking it way too serious when we played.
yeah. It's the same thing. Like I would fucking flame so hard, dude. Like I played with two guys, and they both like, we don't want to play with you, Aaron. You're fucking mean. And I was like, fuck you guys. You're a bunch of beta pussies. Get the fuck on the game right now. I'm like, all right. And they like got on and would play. And like, I'd fucking flame them so hard. I'm like, you guys are actually dog shit, fucking brainless, useless. And like, I don't know. I just flame them so hard. And then my ex was like, yeah, they're intimidated probably. They think you're scary. And like, I was like, fuck off. Like, I don't know. I was just kind of an asshole. And then um, we played some Terra for a while, which is pretty fucking interesting. Like she got into it for like a couple of weeks, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not fucking playing this game with you anymore. And then we played some PUBG for a while. I actually have videos I can show you guys off stream if you want later today, which
With
are pretty
your
fucking
girlfriend or by yourself?
with my ex. Yeah, my ex
Oh, okay.
and her friend. Yeah, I played with both of them. And then
Then you went solo dolo and met Kai.
eventually, I played Arma with her too. Like all of our friends, we played Arma together, and then it's funny because Kai actually was on the server one day and he was fucking killing them. Like he had them trapped in like a fucking tower and he was shooting rockets into the fucking tower trying to kill them. um, yeah, I don't know. And then after that, we played like Siege toward the end. I'd say like we played some Siege and like they were fucking dog shit as well. Like I'd play with Kai and him and I would fucking pop off and then they'd be like, "Oh my god, I keep fucking dying. I don't want to play this game." And then yeah, then I met Kai and we played some fucking Arma, and the rest is history.
What about
What
you,
about you
Jet?
guys?
Like what? So we're
Like just
done with
old.
starting.
Well, Aaron kind of went through the whole story, but I was saying like old games that you like had nostalgia
Um,
for, like that you grew up on.
my biggest probably is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Is I played it when I was 3 years old. On
On
the
what
fucking
the?
I played on PC. It was like Windows fucking X, dude. Like back then.
XP, huh?
Yeah, dude. Fucking. And then what else? I played a bunch of like those like civilization type games, you know,
Oh yeah.
and Age of Empire type, like those type of games. I played a lot of that. But then I moved on to my first console was PlayStation 2, actually, I think. And
On
I
this
played a
the
lot of James Bond
360.
games. I was a huge James Bond person.
Oh, like
I played
GoldenEye.
every single yeah, like I played
Did you
every
play the old one on
single
like
007.
N64 or whatever?
Yeah, I went back and played it. I never actually like that wasn't like a childhood
Apparently, if you play
game.
that one on an emulator with keyboard and mouse, it's actually really fun. But on like the
Oh, okay.
N64 controller, it's like really bad
Really?
aiming and shit.
But yeah, I played a bunch of 007, like every single one probably. There's a bunch like Bloodstone, fucking
Your
those type
parents
of
were
games.
okay with it?
Oh no, yeah, my sister snitched on me once for playing GTA, but like I didn't give a fuck. My friend gave me a copy of Vice City on his like a disc, and I just snuck that shit in and kept playing. I was like, fuck you. Like, but yeah, I'd say GTA would have to be my biggest, like, probably my favorite series and game. Besides, like, even better, I probably like it more than zombies, I'd say, honestly.
Mine was
But
my main thing was like GameCube, sure. Like the old Smash Bros. Like, have you ever played Aaron or seen? I think they're remastering it, but it's like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I think it's called. You ever seen that
I
game
think
before?
I did play that.
It's like open world SpongeBob. It's fucking
oh, dude, I've
so
actually played
fun.
that.
And I
I've
remember
played
me and my
that,
sister would always get to a level where you were like on the
yeah.
rooftops or shit and you were playing a Sandy and you were like trying to fly around and shit with a
hmm
lasso. Holy shit, like the nostalgia I have for that for GameCube and like the games I have on my shelf behind me, the GameCube, man, like those were some of the best times when I game compared to nowadays, 100%. But I'm still having fun. That's another thing we should talk about is like gaming back then versus now. I feel like it's way different, and I don't know. I think about this all the time, and I still don't know like what the root problem is. But if I were to have to pinpoint it to something, I would say like just growing up and losing like the way my brain was as a child has like made me lose interest or
My,
not have as much fun in games.
yeah, I think the whole, playing with friends and shit, the way that was lost for me was everyone started growing up, right? And getting
Yeah.
either jobs or like moving away or not liking the games. And then yeah, like you said, losing that nostalgia, that initial
Yeah, I
as
don't
you're a
even know
kid,
what to
like
call it, like
playing,
fucking
yeah,
childish
I know what you
wonder or
mean.
something. But
Like when
like
you're playing like something new and you're figuring shit out. But now like play zombies, we don't really. It's not. I feel like it's not like that anymore. It's more like, oh, what's the wonder weapon or what's this, or it's not really like, oh, it's a fucking the zombies or we're scared by that or it's different basically different shit you think about
by you, Aaron.
play games.
What the fuck is that look?
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
100%. Okay.
Okay,
okay.
Um,
sounds good.
I don't know.
Like, do you feel like as you've grown up, like
It's the industry in general, gaming industry, right?
video games have just
I
Like,
mean,
gotten like not as good as they used to be?
I don't know. I don't. I think my expectations have changed. I'd say. Like,
true.
I think what makes a good game versus what it did like 10 years ago, or like what I thought was a good game on BO2. Like if I went back to like BO2 era and was like, hey, you're coming to the future, you're gonna play some Tarkov. Tell me if you think this is a fun game. I'd be like, dude, you can fucking fall 10 feet and break your fucking legs. You gotta play this way too realistic, man. There's fucking ammo that depends and some ammo doesn't. Like this is too much to fucking remember. I just want to run and gun, dude. I'm trying to bool around B bomb, dude. Like I don't want to fucking worry about what's going on in my backpack and manage my inventory and listen for fucking footsteps. Like I think my expectations has changed for games in general. So like yeah, I'm actually getting fucking so distracted watching Jets gameplay right now. I have it on my second monitor. Um, I think overall my expectations have changed though. Like all memes aside, like what makes a good game now is a lot different. So I think that for me to get the old like wondrous feeling of I'm playing a fun game with my friends, like I want to have a good time and I want to laugh. Like playing zombies gives me that still. Um, Tarkov's more competitive for me, so I get fucking annoyed more than anything. Like you know, that's just kind of how I am with
Yeah,
that
like if I
game.
die 2 raids in a row, I'm like, fuck. I'm so discouraged to fucking press go
Yeah, no,
again.
if I die once with an M4, like that's my fucking gear budget for the next 3 days. Like I'm not playing. So like, I'll like take a break and come back. That's healthy, but I mean, yeah, I think my idea has changed on what makes a game fun and stuff. Like I wouldn't say that there's a decline necessarily. I think we're just shifting and people don't like that change when it comes to things. And I don't think it's bad. Like yeah, you can have an opinion on what you think's good or what you think is bad. Like there's no problem with that. Like having an opinion's fine, but I think people being a little bit more open minded at least would do some good, I'd say. But not everyone's gonna see it the same way, and it's okay to have an opinion that's different than most people. So that's kind of what I just stick with, and I don't know. I'm retarded. Bottom line is what I'm trying to say. Like
Aren't we all?
my taste is a
Let's
bit
be
different
honest.
than your guys probably. Like I know Kyle likes Tarkov. Jet, you like Tarkov sometimes. Like
I think it's a good game, just not my personal taste.
yeah, like it's not everybody's like I could play this for 12 hours. Like that's what that is for me. Like apart from zombies, like um I don't know. That's what makes a good game, I'd say, is just being enjoyable, like feeling that's a better way to say it. Feeling like I spent money on it and feeling like I got the money's worth. Do you ever spend $60 on a game? You're like, man, this is
Yeah, and it just fucking
fun.
Infinite
sits on my
Warfare.
shelf behind me.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
all
be
the time.
150% with you guys. There's a lot of games out there that I don't feel like are worth $60 today.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like Tarkov being worth 150 is a lot, but you play it for multiple patches. So eventually you get that money's worth if you play a lot. Like if you buy EOD,
I think 150 once the full game will come out will be.
well the 150 is gonna still count for the full game. All of the DLCs that they have, if they have any, are gonna be free.
Yeah, but
All the new skins
I
are free.
don't know. I wouldn't for like the average player. I feel like 150 for like the patch being wiped. Like you have to know that before you get into the game. I feel like that's what makes it not worth 150 is knowing that's gonna be wiped. So that's
I
why I
mean, the
think
price
once the
goes
full.
down if you buy on budget. It's a lot cheaper than that. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I think bottom line, what you're saying is people need to have more research before they look into a game like
Oh
Tarkov.
yeah,
Is
I
what I'm
always
getting.
watch. Like whenever a new game comes out, I always am watching videos, looking at reviews and shit. Now, if like I like a game but it has bad reviews or like there's videos of people hating on it, I don't let that discourage me. Like I make up my own shit, like my own opinion for it. But I do think watching videos and stuff definitely helps. Like definitely helps your judgment.
Yeah, I mean, people just don't read about what's gonna go on with the game, and like they don't understand how it works. Like I think making friends or like having to talk with somebody about a game that they know more than you and just get a feel for like how it works and stuff and ask those questions is kind of important, and people don't do that. So I'm glad that I had the knowledge to help you and the other people that got into Tarkov too, because like think about how different the game would be if like I didn't know how to play it and we tried to play it together. Like it'd be like fucking League 2.0. Like it's
Yeah,
so bad. Like I can actually teach you and like almost take you under my wing like a fucking like you're my little bird basically. I get to mouth feed you all my fucking gear that's down the fucking chain basically. Like everything that I don't take, you just pick up and it scraps. Like and I can tell you, you're like, hey, is this worth taking? I'm like, no, fucking drop it. And you fucking hit delete on it and it's out of your inventory. Like, it's important to play games with people who understand it. So when you have, I guess, a game like Tarkov where, I don't know, it's more of a struggle than anything.
yeah. Like when you first start.
Yeah, like it can be rough for sure. But you get used to it and it just takes some time. And if you're patient, you can do well.
All right, we want to wrap it up there then, boys.
All right, I'm done if you guys are.
All right, sounds
Yep,
good.
sounds good.
Uh, thank you. I'm gonna upload this one to YouTube, so anyone who's watching on YouTube, come check out. I'll put uh all of our Twitch channels in the description. Jet, are you four? You say 4 or 6 followers away?
6.
6. Okay, go drop Jet a follow. His link will be in the description. Same with Aaron. Um, yeah, this is streamed live on Twitch every week. I don't know. We don't really have a schedule because this one's Thursday, but next week's one is Friday. So we don't really have a set schedule, but it is like a weekly thing. So join like mine or Aaron's Discord, and we'll keep you updated on when it's being posted. Next week we're gonna have Ben on, and it's gonna be on Friday. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you again for everyone for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. You guys want to say bye?
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Later.
Bye bye.